Hey everybody, this is the Watchalongs show. I'm JWMaher, and that's Aaron Brooks. Aaron, we are moving along into another set of movies. How you feeling?
I'm not letting go of Single White Female just yet. This is going to be my background for a little while. But I'm excited to move on from book adaptation weeks because I was running down to the bottom of the barrel, and I'm at the bottom of the barrel with Giallo for these next 5 weeks. But that is by no means a bad thing because we get, fantastic titles regardless and even better premises. So I'm excited to talk about my movie today.
Yeah, we all love Giallo here at least. I don't know about you people at home, but we here love Giallo. And we're talking about the Why We Love Horror third annual 2026 challenge right there. We are into Aaron's second set of prompts. 5 weeks of Giallo coming at you. Aaron, your movie is older than my movie, so let's talk about your movie first.
Yep, my movie it has a 4.2 average on Letterboxd, and I'll say that much. 1974 is The Perfume of the Lady in Black. First of all, that poster is fantastic. Directed by Francesco Borelli, who I wasn't familiar with him, wasn't familiar with this movie. I don't judge Giallos by the cover. I judge Giallos by the title. And I saw the title for this. I read the premise. I was like, all right, I'm in. It's about an industrial scientist named Sylvia, who's troubled by strange hallucinations related to the tragic suicide of her mother. So this
feels like a Giallo film. Feels like it.
Yeah, it's Giallo in the vein of more of a psychological hallucinatory thriller than a whodunit mystery. Giallo is very hard to define, but you know what it is when you see it. Like, it's kind of like film noir, where there's not like one definition of it, but it's just kind of like, this is a Giallo, and this is a really interesting Giallo. I really enjoyed it. It's starring Mimsy Farmer. She was in Four Flies of Great Velvet, playing Nina in there, and she's also in the Black Cat, Lucio Fulci's The Black Cat, which playing Jill Trevors. So she's worked with two of my favorite directors of all time. And she's, just this movie, it's just so haunting and interesting. Like it has some amazing color in it as well. I got to watch a Italian version of this movie as well, which I have a lot of fun with the bad dubbed versions. I do, and they have a certain quality to them. But when it is in the original language, you're able to take it a lot more seriously. And it is like, this was just kind of a nice reminder that Giallo can be taken seriously and be really, really effective. It's like a very slow, deliberate, like hypnotic first 60 minutes where you're kind of just getting lulled away. And then it just goes so fully off the rails in the last 30 minutes with the practicals, with the melting wax statues, like the different colors. Like yeah, and the acting is really good in this movie too, which again goes with when it's in its original language. Like a lot of times with Giallo, when it is dubbed, the acting, feels almost wonky on purpose, and it does add to the charm in that way. And in this way, it was just a much more like subdued psychological experience. And overall, I recommend this movie to anybody who's interested in the genre. I don't think it should be as buried as it is. I really enjoyed it. So 4.5 for me on The Perfume of the Lady in Black.
All right. Going to the other end of Giallo, I guess I have a movie that is barely Giallo. I feel like this was just done as like a thank you to Michele Soavi, who I love. Cemetery Man is one of my favorite movies of all time. But he also, long before that, directed a slasher movie. I hesitate to even call this a Giallo movie. It is a straight-up slasher movie called Stage Fright, because I feel that this movie is, while it is grouped with Giallo movies just because Michele Soavi has acted in a bunch of Argento movies and he's done behind-the-scenes work on a lot of movies, I feel like this is just like a bone that was thrown to him to be grouped in, because this is the most straightforward. This movie is as straightforward as like Slumber Party Massacre. It's like, here's the killer, and these are the people the killer is going to kill, and this guy just mows through these people to the point that like there's no real character development. They're just there. Like there's like
Is it like opera at all?
No, I mean, in the sense that the setting is the same, yes. But the characters in opera are much more fleshed out. These people just exist. Like they're just acting
killed.
To be killed. And I'm gonna say, like, the practicals on the kills are all out of this world.
This is the big bird mask.
This is the owl head mask.
Oh,
yes.
Owlhead, yeah.
And the production design of the theater and like how they move around the theater also outstanding. So like all the technical aspects of stage fright are great. Just like, but it's just kind of just splattered. Like literally splatters on the screen. But like I don't hate it. It's a fun time. It just, I don't. Calling this Giallo is a stretch.
You failed week one of this. So you failed week one of this. You know, it's okay. You tried. Yeah, if I've seen this, I've forgotten about it, and it's not ranked. But I feel like I definitely have at least started stage fright because, like, I know how this movie starts. So
yeah, not to be confused with Meatloaf's stage fright.
No.
Yeah, basically, like stage fright is just like they accidentally go to a mental asylum and this guy escapes, and then that guy just kills a bunch of people. It's like Halloween for dummies, but still watchable. Like, I don't mean to turn you away from stage fright. You should watch it, but watch it as a slasher, not a Giallo. You'll have a better time. Aside from the Why We Love Horror Challenge, also Aaron gave me 100 movies, and I gave Aaron 100 movies. And we'll start with Aaron working his way through his 100 movies. What'd you watch this week?
Yep, I only went with one. Honestly, TV has really been taking a lot of my attention from movies the last couple weeks. Go check out Widow's Bay, amongst other things. We have reviews on the channel. Demon Knight, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, starring William Sadler, and Billy Zane's in it too. But it says Billy Zane's the lead, but Billy Zane's not in the movie enough, and that's my problem with the movie. Is when Billy Zane is in it, I'm like, oh, yay. But then when he goes away, we just are left with a very average Jada Pinkett Smith performance. They really put her at like the forefront of this movie a lot with her short hair. And William Sadler is good in it, but I don't know. There's something just kind of missing, and I think it was just Billy Zane. It's still a good movie. I really like Ernest Dickerson and some of the movies that he got to produce and contribute to, but there's just something that's missing here. I know that you enjoyed this movie more than me. It's a 3.5. It's not a bad movie. It's kind of how you feel about stage fright, where it's okay. I struggle with this era of horror movies for some reason. Early to mid 90s horror movies. Sometimes I just kind of struggle with them when they get ridiculous. Even it just doesn't always jive with me, and I can't really explain why. I know this isn't like a huge Tales from the Crypt, even though it is Tales from the Crypt, but Tales from the Crypt is not like in my bones as a horror fan, which I know is also probably wrong to say. But you know, I don't know. So it was okay. Like I struggle with movies I'm whelmed by, and this movie whelmed me. So it's solid, but just not.
Yeah, everyone knows I love William Sadler. He is my favorite character actor of all time, and he is coming to the Lehigh Valley Comic Con. I'd probably go meet him.
Yeah.
But I'm a 4.5 because the supporting cast: Dick Miller, Thomas Hayden Church, CCH Pounder. I'm leaving people out. John Kassir is obviously there as a crypt keeper. What is it? What's his face? Shows up at the beginning of the movie. Oh, what the hell is that dude's name? The guy
Charles Fleischer.
Well, Charles Fleischer's in the movie too, but like John Larroquette is in the beginning of the movie. Like the cast is phenomenal in this movie, and I don't think Bill Sadler can really do no wrong in my eyes. So I'm biased. I am biased, but I love Demon Knight.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Like again, I just don't have that same connection. It's solid.
Yeah,
but that was my only one I watched this week. I got to get back on it here because I'm falling behind.
Going on to my stuff. First movie I watched. I gotta tell you, like I think I said in my review, if Kiyoshi Kurosawa can just do crime procedural horror movies, and that if I was trapped in a room and all I had to watch were Kiyoshi Kurosawa crime procedural horror movies, I'd be perfectly happy. Retribution. Is it Cure? No, it's not Cure. Like what is Cure but Cure? But Retribution is a close second to Cure, and I say that with my full chest. What a great like supernatural mystery Like you don't even need to fully grasp why what's happening happens, because the same thing with Cure. It's so bizarre, and it comes together so well. And the police procedural aspect of the movie is also done so well. These are not like bad cops. I find in a lot of like, especially American crime procedural horror movies, like Saw. Like the Saw, like you just have bad, shitty cops who are bad at their jobs. Whereas in these movies, these are top cops up against like some real shit. So like Kiyoshi Kurosawa, please continue doing this. Like come back to this.
Yeah.
By 4.5, by the way.
Yeah. Also 4.5 for me. Yeah, I found this to be just really effective, haunting ghost story, but with like a romance involved in it as well. Like in a really unique way. I felt like this was more similar to Pulse than Cure. If I had to, like, I feel like it's more in that realm, but I like it more than Pulse. Like it'd be Cure, Retribution, Pulse. Like, and Retribution's closer to Cure than it is to Pulse on my like rankings of like being closer to a 5 than a 4, 3.5. So
I respect all these opinions.
I really like this movie, and I basically got involved with it because Kiyoshi Kurosawa can do no wrong.
Yeah. Then on to another guy who can probably do no wrong, Larry Fessenden's The Last Winter. The way you described this movie was that it was like, did the movie come up?
Yeah.
There we go. There it is. You described this movie as like The Thing, kind of, and I get that, but like I feel, in my opinion, this movie is a much deeper like eco horror movie. It's along the veins of like, like Lost Weekend or The Happening. It's like one of these movies, or Clear Cut, like one of these movies where like clearly we as humans have like strayed too far and done too much and disrespected the environment too much, to the point of like the earth fights back. So like I don't see it as like a supernatural thing. I think this is pure eco horror disguised as supernatural movie. And again, love this cast. It was so cool to see Zach Gilford in a horror movie. Besides, there's something wrong with the children. But yeah, I love this movie. Larry Fessenden is a master. 4.5.
Yeah, no, this is like, I gave it a 4. But honestly, on rewatch, I could see it going up. Like it does remind me a lot of The Thing, with it being a cold crew trapped together, and it being like really about the chemistry of that crew and them turning on each other. Like, and the mechanics of it, you can kind of argue more like an eco, and that's fine. When I was seeing this, it was for the Pick Your Poison challenge under the Tentacle Tales, so maybe that led me down that route a little more than looking at the eco horror.
Yeah, I get classifying it that way. It to me, it felt like it was like a message. Like it was just one of these like, rah, like we're killing the earth kind of movies, and like it works that way to me.
Yeah.
And then finally, a movie that I apologize for not having seen this sooner. Lake Mungo. And I agree with everybody. This is a great movie. I think it's like, as far as found footage goes, as far as like this is like, I guess, a mockumentary more or less, that not like a straight found footage. Technically incredible. I feel like I just don't love it as much as everybody else. I have nothing bad to say about it. I just feel like some of the stuff didn't come together for me. And like you said before we came on the air, like I probably just need to watch it again, and I will watch it again.
Yeah.
But like I'm still at a 4 on it.
Yeah.
I think it's a great story. And like I think maybe I missed some stuff, but I also feel like I didn't. Maybe I just didn't get how everything goes together as well as you do.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I saw it was a 4.5. It's a 5 for me at this point, like a stone cold 5. Like I care so like deeply about the Palmer family at this point that it affected me like so much emotionally, like to where I felt like I was watching like my own family's story or something, and I was like the one surviving member having to like look back at it. And I know it sounds like over intense, but like some of my favorite horror movies ever are the ones that affect like me to my foundation like that. And it is just like one that each time I watch it, it affects me more. Like
I will say the scene at the end, not that I'm spoiling anything, but like when they juxtapose Ray talking to Alice and Ray talking to June doing the same exact readings, and you realize their readings dovetail into each other, that's pretty really good. That's incredibly good.
Yeah, it's just like there's just so much love put into it. And then like I watched a 4-hour documentary on this movie revisiting Lake Mungo, and it's just like it's a movie that to me at this point will be impossible not to give a 5 to when I watch it. I just have too much kind of admiration and respect for it, but I really do love it as well. And it's one of the movies like I consider it a found footage movie. It's one of the, you know, found footage movies that like fully launched me into taking the genre like 1,000,000% seriously. So it's just like it's always just kind of one of those tenet horror movies for me that like I can't help but love. And I do think if you do eventually revisit it again, I do think it will improve. It's a movie that I don't think when people rewatch it, it goes down because there is a lot more going on there than you realize. And you do think you have it all the first time, but you don't. Like you really don't. And it's like a movie that requires like a ton of attention. Not saying that you weren't or anything like that, but it really is a movie that like I'm shocked it's so popular because of how much like intellect it really requires to fully get into the movie. It's like crazy that so many dumb people like this movie because I'm like it's pretty smart. I'm like, we like it for the same reasons. I know.
Yeah. Stupid people stop liking Lake Mungo. I mean,
It's weird.
if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. One more time. That is the Why We Love Horror Challenge. Those are my 100 movies, and those are Aaron's 100 movies. But hey, Facebook group, Why We Love Horror. And this has been the Watchalongs Show. Until next time, I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. We'll see you next week with more watches.